Filipinos outnumber the Vietnamese in Australia. It's hard to believe given that entire suburbs are dedicated to Vietnamese food and culture. So where does the larger, yet more reclusive, Filipino community congregate? Werribee. It's not difficult to find Filipino restaurants and grocery stores in this part of the world, so I want to mukbang some meaty goodness like sisig and sweet spaghetti, and I'm doing that with Filipino storyteller Anna Manuel. But she's vegan, so buggered if I know what we can actually eat.
Anna, talk me through the food here, because this one, sweet spaghetti, I reckon every poor nonna who's deceased would be turning into a grave at the thought of bolognese with sugar. How is that a thing?
Has an interesting history and intersecting with Filipino resourcefulness. Instead of using tomato sauce, we use banana ketchup.
Banana ketchup, that's a massive thing over there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it was actually a Filipino invention. The food technologist, actually, Maria Rosa, she invented the banana ketchup because we had a surplus of bananas. So why import tomato sauce while we have bananas all over the country?
It's very industrious, isn't it? That's kind of your people, really, isn't it? It's start from nothing and build something from there.
It is. And we also found, beef mince is expensive, but we extend that by using sliced hot dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about this one.
Yeah.
Because there's no point, because it's vegan, right? How is that in a country of what's the population of the Philippines? It's 300 million plus, isn't it? You must be the only vegan in the entire place, right?
20 years ago, it felt like that. But of course, when I started becoming vegan, I learned a lot from the Buddhist groups in Manila. How do you veganize Filipino dishes? When you put your mind to it, you can veganize a lot of Filipino dishes.
I've got to say too, that's probably the only Filipino dish I've ever seen with vegetables in it. That's another thing. Is it unfair? Is it wrong to think that Filipino cuisine is meat, sugar, and carbs, and not much else? Is that too simplistic?
I would say it's an overgeneralization of sorts, because it's really hard to put a finger on what Filipino cuisine is. Right? Because we're so diverse. We've got over 7,100 islands, and you could probably say every village, every neighborhood would have their own version of a dish, right? And so when I was growing up, I think I was lucky too, because my mom cooked really well, and she gave us different flavors. She used to cook stews, soups with a lot of meat and a lot of vegetables as well.
So what is this one?
This is called
the vegan version of?
The vegan version of pancit bihon.
Pancit bihon.
It's rice vermicelli. And this is largely influenced by Chinese, Filipinos, because we have a big Filipino-Chinese community. And we even have the biggest and the oldest Chinatown in the world.
Right. Other thing I'm fascinated with when it comes to Filipino people, Filipino culture, is in Australia, it's almost impossible to find. But we have entire suburbs that are built around Vietnamese migration, but there's actually more Filipinos in Australia than the Vietnamese. Are you reclusive? Are you shy? Or do you just don't want to put yourself out there? You're not interested in letting other people in? What is it? Why can't I walk down a main street other than Werribee and find examples of Filipino culture and food? It's very difficult.
I think there's not one answer to that. From my point of view, Filipinos are great chameleon. So in any immigrant society, anywhere in the world, we blend in very easily.
Why is there that natural inclination to do that? I'm certainly not suggesting it's wrong.
Yeah.
It might be a humbleness of the people, but why are you not a bit more vibrant, a bit more out there?
It would be interesting to say, we're known to be really good performers, but at the same time, we have this side of us where we don't want to stand out. We don't want to stand out because we don't want to be target.
Yeah.
And I guess you can think about it, you can trace it back in our colonial history, when if you stand out, you will be a target.
Do you think that needs to change, or you're all okay with it being the way it is. Yeah. I mean, you live in Australia. You've been here for a number of years now. You are Australian. Mm-hmm. But do you ever look around and think, geez, it would be nice to see some of my culture on display?
Yeah, I think it would be good. We add a lot of value to a multicultural society like Australia. And I've been seeing a lot more Filipino restaurants popping around the city and across Melbourne. And I think it just needs, it takes time. When someone starts it, then you feel more safe. Like, okay, I can do that too.
There's one dish I haven't tried yet. What is that? And why can't you have it? What meat is in there?
Okay, now this is
everything
called Sisig. If you have it in the Philippines, you would use lemons. You will use the local lemon.
What? See, I've done my research. You know what? They're actually beautiful. I've had them over there in a drink.
Oh, calamansi
very,
juice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, this is meat that has gone through a lot.
Meat, Filipino cuisine? No way.
So it's boiled, broiled, and grilled.
Oh, okay.
So this dish originated in Pampanga, a region in the Philippines, where there used to be an American military base. And so the cooks had to make food for the soldiers stationed in that region. And they only chose the best parts of the pigs, the chicken. And the resourceful butchers and market stall vendors probably have thought, like, what do we do with the other parts, the unwanted parts of the meat? And so people started making a dish out of the unwanted meat.
It goes back to that industrious mindset, doesn't it?
Yes.
Turn something.
And I think
nothing.
You are eating a pig's face.
Is that right? Okay, that kind of changes it a little, but you know what? It's delicious. I don't care. It's nice.
And in the Philippines too, like we would put mayonnaise to top it all up. Yep. And we would.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
With a bit of mayo on there.
Maybe from deluxe level, it's gonna go to, I don't know, supreme.
Over the top? No, sure. Supreme? Yeah, no worries. We go with that. It is right. Yeah. Why do you think Werribee has become a hotbed of Filipino cuisine and culture?
It's the accessibility of Werribee, the space, and community. What anchors a lot of Filipinos here is the community. Like you would have a huge Filipino grocery. Yeah. You have these types of restaurants which are, it really reminds you of home. And you've been to the Philippines a few times, and the sights, the smells, the sounds.
Notice it as soon as I walked in that door here. I'm like, yeah, I've been in this place over in Manila. Yeah, it's you're an inner city gal. You like the bright lights, the big smoke. Would you ever consider relocating out to a place like Werribee?
Maybe not in the near future, because I like walking. But I guess eventually, when I'd like to walk left and have my own garden, have our own garden, my husband and I, then this is a consideration. Yeah.